Hi friends, this is Techie Boy and today I'm unboxing Redmi Note 8 Pro from Xiaomi. I have purchased this on Amazon for rupees 17,999 and guys, this is the top variant that is of 8GB RAM, 128GB internal storage. It comes with an aura design. It also comes with 4 color variants, that is shadow black, gamma green, halo white and the electric blue. Currently I'm owning the electric blue. And it also comes with 3 storage variants, that is 6GB 64GB for rupees 13,999, 6GB 128GB for rupees 15,999 and finally 8GB plus 128GB for 17,999. And guys, the main thing is this is the world's first 64 megapixel AI quad camera array setup. And guys, it is also the first 64 megapixel AI quad camera setup smartphone from the Xiaomi. And it comes with Helio Gene entity with liquid cooling technology, and after a couple of benchmarks, it has been proved faster than the Snapdragon 712 chipset, surpassing by 74,869 points in benchmark test. After that, I did some more tests like verification, AI test, stress test, HTML5 test, 3D test and finally the memory test. And these were the following results. First, your mobile device verification test, as it checks if your device is authentic or not. Second, we did an AI test which gives you overall AI performance scores and it calculates the speed and accuracy of the image classification and object detection. And guys, it has a MediaTek NeuroPilot technology which has image recognition speed of 2000 images per minute. As it runs on the APU, that is AI processing unit, which is much faster than the GPU, and also it uses 95% less power than a CPU at the same task. It is a new AI platform which not only uses APU but also CPU and GPU. It can also direct the right AI apps to the right processors to maximize the performance. NeuroPilot supports Android Neural Networks API and a popular AI frameworks. Next is the stress test, which tests your CPU performance, CPU's clock speed, battery level, temperature and its voltage in a graph manner. Fourth one is the HTML5 test, which includes JavaScript, layout, CSS and canvas games. And as you can see, our Note 8 Pro is fourth on the list of the smartphone brands. Next is the 3D test. This allows you to check the performance of your devices when it comes to running heavy games. It runs 2 different scenes made with Unity 3D 5.0 engines, one of the popular development engines. And finally, this storage test. This helps to test your read-write and RAM speed. It has a powerful GPU performance of Helio Gene entity and it has Cortex A76 architecture for intense gaming performance and also for running high-end games at a sustainably high frame rates. And basically it has been built for gaming. As for the gamers, it has a dual pyrolytic sheets featuring heat dissipation for SoC and charging IC, as this smartphone is optimized to perform faster, and it has a Wi-Fi X antenna. It means that Wi-Fi signal blockage caused when gaming in the landscape mode is prevented with this brand new feature that leaves a larger clearance area for antenna signal reception. And it comes with a large 4500 mAh battery. You can get up to 10 hours of non-stop gaming. And it comes with an 18-watt fast charger in box, having MediaTek Pump Express 4.0, Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. And it is also mentioned in the descriptions that it supports Qualcomm Quick Charge 4.0. But when I checked on the list of supported devices on its website, that is Qualcomm, this device was not mentioned anywhere in the list, except Xiaomi Mi 8 Pro. But when you search on the Google about Mi 8 Pro, the first thing that will pop up is the Mi Note 8 Pro. Pretty confusing, right? After a few searches, I found out that Xiaomi Mi 8 Pro is another device which supports Quick Charge 4.0 unlike Note 8 Pro. And one more thing, if you find any information about this phone really supporting Quick Charge 4.0, then do comment me down below. It has a UFS 2.1 flash storage, which is much faster than its predecessor Redmi Note 8, which had eMMC storage support and not UFS. It is faster and has a faster app loading time, better performance, and can give you a transfer speed up to 11.6 GB per second. And it is the first smartphone in India to launch with Alexa built-in. And talking about the screen, it comes with a splash-proof coating, features P2I nano coating to protect against everyday splashes and spills. It also comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 5 featured on the 3D curved back panel for improved strength. It is also said that it has an improved sleeve design for connectors, which means it prevents cable breakage by protecting the connector. Okay, now let's quickly unbox this smartphone without wasting any more time. Okay, let's see what we got in the box. Let's quickly open it up. We have our main highlight, that is Redmi Note 8 Pro smartphone. Now let's see what's inside here. We got a SIM ejector tool used to remove your SIM cards and micro SD cards. You got a user manual written in English, and of course the warranty card for 1 year. We got a transparent TPU case. It's quite flexible, as you can see. Whoa, I just ripped it open out. Well, sorry guys for that fail. Okay, now let's jump right into the main highlight. That is our Redmi Note 8 Pro. Let's just quickly take it out this device from the box. Finally. The beast itself. Our very own brand new Redmi Note 8 Pro. Man, the aura design just brightens and glows on my eyes. What a wonderful and shiny masterpiece. I'm holding on my hands right now. It just looks great. What a great craftsmanship by Xiaomi. This company is really looking forward to the smartphone's camera, design and their specs. This smartphone also offers you with a dedicated micro SD card slot. As you can see, it has been mentioned over here. Okay, now let's move on to its main highlight, that is the 64 megapixel AI quad camera array setup on this smartphone. It comes with primary 64 megapixel sensor with aperture 1.7 inch with an adjustable aperture, followed by the ultra wide angle lens of 8 megapixel sensor with 2 megapixel macro camera and with 2 megapixel depth sensor, and also with an LED flash. And here is how the camera array is placed on this smartphone. The first sensor you get is the 2 megapixel f2.4 depth sensor. The second one is the 64 megapixel f1.9 sensor. At the right side, you get the 2 megapixel f2.4 macro camera, and on the camera array, you get the 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide. Okay, now I'm gonna show you some few samples of this back camera. So let's jump right into it. Coming to the front camera, you get a 20 megapixel sensor with f2.0 features supporting HDR and panorama. And here are the few samples of the front camera. Okay, coming to the slow motion clips, we will be shooting at 1080p at 120 fps. Then we'll switch to 720p, shooting at 120, 240 and 960 frames per second. So let's jump right into it. So now again let's get back to our unboxing part. So now let's talk about its physical overview. At the back side you get the camera array with LED flash. And this side you get the SIM tray and micro SD slot compartments. On the top you get the infrared sensor and the secondary microphone. At the bottom you get the speaker grill, a primary microphone, a USB Type-C port and our favorite 3.5mm audio jack. Nowadays, few smartphones removes an audio jack, which is not actually quite good. And you all might be knowing who am I talking about. As the removal of the audio jack in phones is intended to make wireless headphones, earphones more convenient than wired ones. Honestly, I am a great fan of both wired and wireless headphones or earphones. It's the fact that wired gets tangled pretty often and comes off easily by sudden movement or hitting your head uncertainly. While your wireless doesn't come off that easily and obviously doesn't get tangled around. But in terms of sound quality, wired is the winner and provides better quality than wireless. But nowadays wireless are also improving quite a bit day by day. Okay, now let's quickly boot up this device and let's see what we got. Until it boots up, let's talk about its OS. It comes with MIUI 10 on top of Android 9 Pie and the new update was sent on May 25th, 2020. And it's a global, stable Android update as Android 10Q. And I don't know why the desert name is disappeared and it's officially just called as Android 10. Yeah, you heard me right. Just Android 10. I know the video is getting really very long and I apologize for that. I'll just skip the setup part and we'll move on to the next. Okay, now that our setup is complete, we'll have a quick look on its box content. Okay, we have our 18-watt fast charging brick which officially supports Quick Charge 3.0. Which provides you with an output of 5 volts 3 ampere, 9 volts 2 ampere and 12 volts 1.5 ampere. Next we have our USB Type A to Type C cable. And there is nothing else in this box as you can see. Okay, again coming to the device. As you can see, it has been successfully booted. We'll quickly go to its settings and we'll check the OS that is running. And after that we will update to the MIUI 11 with Android 10. As you can see, currently it's running on MIUI 10.4.4 on top of Android 9 Pie. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly take you to the screen of updating it to the latest version of MIUI 11 Android 10, that is the update of the May 25th. Okay, we have successfully updated our device to MIUI 11 Android 10. Okay, now I'll briefly give you all info on this update like new features and all, and I won't go into the details as the video is already getting very long. So let's jump right into it. In settings under display options, you will get this feature called when device is in VR. It helps to reduce the blur or flickering of your screen. It might help you mostly during the night time. Next, under Apps section, inside Manage Apps, the App Permissions tabs to allow and deny has been removed. Instead, you need to click on each permission to allow or deny. Next, in Special Features, you get this option called Video Toolbox, which displays an overlay on apps for screenshots, screen recording, screencast, and playing sound with screen turn off. Well, too much of screens in it. And also you get to see the app shortcuts, which you can click on and will be open on top of the app you are running. And you can run both the apps simultaneously on the same screen, just like the split screen. But in the split screen, you can only run it in the recent apps, while this feature allows you to run on top of the app. You can click on Manage Video Apps to select which app you want to allow this feature on. Lastly, few features have been added to the developer options based on the customizations and all. And coming to the camera, I did notice some major updates in it. Just a show grid lines, straighten, and Google Lens has been added to it. Okay, if you want to see the Android 10 animation, it isn't that far more interesting than previous desert names, deserts or animation that we have seen before, in my opinion, but still I'm gonna show it to y'all. Okay, here we go. So just tap it on the Android version tab for 3 to 4 times and you'll see this animation. Not that bad, isn't it? Okay, I forgot to show 2 more things guys, that is our fingerprint scanner and of course our Face ID. Now let's quickly give it a go and let's test it out. We'll test the fingerprint scanner first. As you can see guys, it's way too fast. Just with a blink of an eye it unlocks. And guys, it is one of the fastest fingerprint scanner in the world. And it unlocks with 100% accuracy rate with no issues. It approximately takes around 0.2 seconds to get unlocked. Now we'll check the Face ID. Let's see how fast you can unlock. As you can see, it's pretty quick. Even keeping the device a bit far away from me, it can still recognize me with that ease. I mean, it's really good. But I prefer fingerprint scanner over the Face ID as it is always the more secure and trusted. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a short gameplays of PUBG Mobile in different graphics style. But keeping the frame rate and device graphics constant, we'll play all in ultra frame rates in HDR. And only one gameplay I'll play in smooth graphics style, as it is the only graphics style in which the extreme frame rates are supported. So let's jump right into it.
Team match, let's go.
The base will be activated in 5 seconds. Base B has been activated. Killed! Reloading! No mercy! The red team has occupied base B.
Team match, let's go.
The blue team has scored for the expired. Enemy down.
Let's go.
Point for the red team! Target down! Killed! Nice shot!
Team match. Let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time! Dead! Clear! Cover me! Kill! Clear! Dead! Dead!
Team match. Let's go.
Nice shot! Dead! No mercy! Reloading! Cover me! Clear!
Team match. Let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time! Reloading! Target down! Enemy down! Clear! Enemy down! Nice shot! The blue team is in the lead. Target down!
Now coming to the slow motion clips, we will be shooting at 1080p 120 fps, then we will switch to 720p, shooting at 120 fps, 240 and 960 fps. So let's jump right into it.
I was so sure of our love. I never thought of any reason, a doubt about us. And now I'm right back at the start. Halfway through a bottle, baby, and nothing enough. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before. So take it easy, take it easy. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before. So take it easy. And you know how to forget.
Coming to my final verdict on this device, I'll divide this video into pros and cons of these smartphones. And also I would like to mention that this video is not sponsored and the review is gonna be completely unbiased. So without any further ado, let's get started. First, let's talk about its pros. Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro is a budget smartphone with a great price point and specs, and it also provides you with a flagship level features at a low price tag. And also you get a 64 megapixel AI quad camera array setup with ultra wide angle lens and also a macro lens, which both works pretty well as you must have seen in this video. It comes with 4500 mAh battery with a good duration of battery life, but not the best, like it can go for a day or it could be more or less depending on our usage. It takes around 2 hours 15 minutes to get full charge, and even while playing games like PUBG and Call of Duty, it doesn't drain the battery too much, but it takes around 18 to 20% of the battery charge. Well, that's actually a great number. Also you get Helio G90T processor, which will give you an amazing performance and gaming experience with no lag issues. So now that you have talked the good things about this device, now let's talk about the bad things about this device, the problems and the cons that you have personally faced, or the things which I don't like about this device and basically annoys me a lot sometimes. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. We are going to talk about its camera. While recording video at 1080p at 60 fps, I used to face bit of focusing issue where I wasn't able to focus the front object properly, so I needed to tap it again and again to get it right, or until the front object was focused properly. And one more thing I'd like to mention that I did not face any focusing issue at 720p 30 fps, 1080p 30 fps and 4K at 30 fps. Only it was happening for the 1080p at 60 fps. Overall, the camera quality is really good. Now let's talk about the display. It does have a touch register issue where it cannot register the exact touch or the right place that you are tapped on, but with first and second update, this problem was intended to be solved and said by many YouTubers and people, but I don't know why I'm still facing this issue. So let's hope for the best if they come up with a better update to cope up with this problem. Many smartphone companies keep amount of gap between these virtual buttons, which is quite annoying when you are pressing them and it doesn't get pressed. It annoys you whenever you tap on it and it doesn't respond to you. Let's talk about the gaming on this Redmi Note 8 Pro. It comes with Helio G90T with 2 Cortex A76 cores and 6 Cortex A55 cores clocked at 2.05 GHz, and it is based on 12nm chipset, and it is an octa-core CPU. And it also has a Cortex A76 cores which is used in the Snapdragon 855 Plus and also the Kirin 990, which are the flagship level chipsets. And it comes with ARM Mali G76 MC4 GPU, which is clocked up to 800 MHz, and it is higher than the Adreno 640, which is used in the Snapdragon 855 Plus. I would like to say that it does have a bit of a heating issue, but it only takes in effect if you play at higher settings or at higher graphics, like games like PUBG and all. But in normal setting it doesn't affect the battery that much, so it's pretty good. And the most affected part is the camera portion over here. This is the part it gets affected. Now let's talk about if you should consider buying this device or not. Well, I'm gonna say that there are few cons about this device that I mentioned earlier, like the touch register issue or the camera focusing issue at 1080p at 60 fps, but this cons doesn't make this device not worth buying it, cause it comes with an power pack features at such a low cost or in a budget segment. One more thing I'd like to mention that from the date that I have purchased till now, I haven't faced any boot loop issues or boot issues whatsoever, which makes me more happy about it. And definitely from my side, I would recommend you this device, and yes, you can just go for it. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, consider hitting that subscribe button and bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye, take care, and thanks for watching. Over and out.